Personal finance in 5 minutes. You're going to see a series of quick 5-minute videos that goes through the entire finance curriculum. On your screen, you'll see every single personal finance topic. We're going to hit them all. We're not going to go really deep, but we're definitely going to give you an introduction to every single topic so that you're prepared. And if you face one of these challenges or one of these topics come up in your life, you're definitely going to want to do more research. You're going to dig in more, look on the internet, seek out information to help you make a decision. But you're not going to go in blindly. You're not going to be caught off guard by anything in life in terms of personal finance, because we're going to give you 5-minute introductions throughout these videos. Net worth. What is net worth? It's the value of your assets, or what you own, minus your liabilities or your debts. You can see here on the screen. Your house that you live in, hey, that house is worth $300,000, but you don't completely own it. You still are paying $250,000 in loan payments to the bank. So you take the value minus the debts, and that will give you $50,000 in net worth for that specific item. Your car, $40,000 car, that's a nice car, but you still owe $38,000 in monthly payments. But $40,000 minus the $38,000 you own, you have $2,000 worth of net worth. And as you pay down the debt, your net worth will go up. Same thing with the house, same thing with car number one. Car number two, this is a more common situation where you have a $10,000 car, but you owe more than it is worth. You are underwater $4,000. That's $4,000 counting against your net worth. Whereas the house, that's going to go up and up and up. And the car, it's going to go up and up and up. You may never get back to even with car number two, but as you pay down the debt, your net worth will increase. Savings account, that's just going to count totally towards what you own. That's not going to have a debt. That's not going to have a liability. Retirement fund, that's all going to count towards going towards your net worth. There won't be any deduction. But if you have student loans, that is going to take $63,000 away from your total net worth. Credit cards that you owe $14,000, all of your debt. So you take what you own, the physical items, the money that you have saved, then you have to subtract what you owe other people, and the money that you have left is your net worth. You can see here again, here's what you own. A house, you have an emergency fund, you have a retirement account, but you have to deduct how much do you still owe on that house, how much do you still owe on a car payment, how much do you own on credit card payments, how much do you owe other people on student loans. So you take what you own minus what you owe, and that's going to give you your net worth. Obviously, you want this number to be bigger. You want to constantly add to this over the years. It tells you what you are really worth. When we talk about the billionaires or millionaires, like, well, what's their net worth? Who cares? But the idea here is you want to own more than you owe. But don't let this scare you away. It's perfectly natural to have liabilities. It is perfectly common and acceptable to have a mortgage, to have car loans, to have student loan debt. You want to keep these as low as possible and keep these as high as possible, but it's okay to borrow money. Just be smart about how you borrow money with the idea of, hey, when I borrow money, it's going to hurt my net worth. Financial goals. So if you want to reach that giant net worth in your later years, or maybe you want to reach it in your 40s or 50s, then you need to have financial goals. And this is just simple. It's going to be different for every single person. Again, this is just an introduction to give you an idea of things that you need to plan when dealing with money throughout your life. But in the 20s, you want to learn to live below your means. That means don't spend every dollar that you have. Become financially independent. You don't want to, every time a big situation comes, you don't want to run back to your parents or run to your friends. You want to be able to support yourself. Start thinking about retirement. Start putting money away. You will regret it in your 30s if you don't in your 20s, and you absolutely will regret it in your 40s if you didn't start putting your money away in your 20s. And not everyone's going to be a perfect situation. We're going to struggle. Everyone struggles in their 20s. So you may not be able to check all these boxes, but you want to do your best. You want to know that, hey, this is something that I should start working on. Whether I can get a hold of it now or whether I can take care of it, that's a different situation. What we're talking about is setting goals. That doesn't mean you're necessarily going to accomplish all these goals in your 20s. You just want to know, hey, this is the roadmap. This is the direction that I'm going in. It would be great if I can check all these boxes and follow all these, but the reality is you're not. Most people that are watching this video, myself included, most people in America are not able to check all these boxes. It doesn't happen, but we don't want to pretend that they don't exist. We don't want to ignore them. They're goals. We may not reach our goals in our 20s. It may take us to our 30s to reach our goals. It may take us to our 40s that we're really checking off all these boxes, but we need to start setting goals. If you don't set goals, then you're absolutely not going to do it. If you don't set the goal of living below your means, you're never going to hit it. If you don't set the goal of creating a will, then you'll never create a will. If you don't set the goal of saving for your kids' college, then you're never going to do it. If you don't set the goal of looking into annuities and looking into long-term care insurance, if you don't set these goals, then they never will happen. That's 5 minutes. I'll see you in the next video.